Death Valley is a place of extremes. It covers over 3.4 acres and it is famous for being the hottest place on Earth. A temperature was recorded of 134 degrees at some point. Normally summer temperatures, they often top around 120 degrees in the shade and with overnight lows dipping into the 90s. It rains very, very seldom and the average rainfall is less than 2 inches per year. Morning. It is 70 degrees right now at Furnace Creek Visitor Center. So we're at Furnace Creek Campground.
We are 190 feet below sea level.
Oh wow. Yeah. 190 feet below sea level. That's the first time in over a month that we're that low. And it is much warmer. We just arrived at the Mesquite Dunes in Death Valley. Right now it's pretty comfortable, about 70 degrees. There's a front moving in right over that mountain range, so they said we might possibly get some rain here later on today. But yeah, now we're gonna walk the dunes. Yesterday we were up in the mountains, and today we are in the desert. So we only walked a little bit, but now we are completely surrounded by sand. Pretty awesome feeling. We want to get back over the higher dunes to see what's on the other side. Hopefully we get a really, really good view and great footage. So let's go down this slope right here. I'm gonna run with you. Because it's pretty steep. This is like a little playground. Found out that in the summertime, the surface of the desert floor can reach up to 200 degrees. It's incredible. And this is one of the reasons why they call this area right here the furnace, because the heat is just unreal. Go up this really, really steep incline. Oh my goodness, I have so much sand in my shoes now. I made it up. Alright, we're on the top. Wow. It is gorgeous. Wow. This is what we do to ourselves because we always want to reach the highest peak. Oh, we gotta climb this thing now. All right. It doesn't look as tall on camera, but yeah, my thighs and my glutes are already feeling it, and I know after climbing this one, I might have to take a little break. All right, finally caught my breath a little bit after this one here. That was a steep one, and I must have had I had so much sand in my shoes. I don't know how much. What was that?
2/3.
2/3 full. Okay, my toes barely fit in my shoes anymore. It started to squeeze and hurt a little.
Hey, did you know that all of these stonish areas used to actually be lakes that were actually salt lakes, to be more precise? How it happened was rain came down from the mountains as rivers and then started to fill up these areas, carrying down the minerals from the mountains. After a while it dried up, and after that now you have dried salt lakes.
Here we go. Come on, scoot quicker. All right, Tony, you need to roll.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
I'll watch you roll.
No, I'm videotaping. I've done this plenty of times. Just not in the sand. So, Landon, too bad you're down there, because we're going to continue hiking the peak. Serious. You hurt your mother.
You know what your mom says always goes. I don't have much of a voice in that matter.
Ta-da! Landon came up with a new sport. Sand swimming. And do it again because he actually moves. And here we go. Swim.
Looks like a turtle.
He does look like a turtle. Are you the desert tortoise? Look at that, he's going down. Boop. Boop.
This is the correct way to navigate sand dunes.
Great exfoliation. We're having a spa day. Landon decided he wants to stay here. So if you want to visit him and say hello, he's going to be right here. He just doesn't want to leave. He's having the best time. His new mailing address is Death Valley National Park, California. It is hard to imagine that there are animals out here that live, but sure enough, he has proof of it. So found a couple of burrows that belong to the kangaroo rat. And we've been seeing some tracks of them too. See? There's some more. I wish they would pop out. Here are the low areas, and you can tell when it does rain, the water accumulates right here, and I call them salt ponds because they're just little areas. But water accumulates, and when it dries up, the residue right here is the layers of salt. Well, the roots of the plants, they're pretty deep and they hold the water in, and this is what the animals here out in the deserts use to stay hydrated. There's another sock. People take their shoes off because they get filled with sand, and yeah, I tend to forget. either their socks or they just drop on their way back to the parking lot. So not only are those this year Death Valley of dunes, but also the Valley of Socks. Man, it was a blast checking out Mesquite Dunes. We were in heaven. I mean, you know, it's like a humongous playground, a huge sandbox, and Landon discovered the art of swimming in the sand, a free exfoliation for the day. So we found a ton of socks. Who would have thought? But yeah, I ended up calling that the Valley of Socks because we must have found about 3 or 4 socks at a time. So yeah, people, if you left Death Valley and there's a sock missing, don't blame it on the washer or the dryer. They're still in the dunes. I'm telling you, I saw them. But yeah, after that, we went off to Badwater Basin. What? Amazing place. Loved it. Check it out. We just arrived at Badwater Basin. Badwater Basin is the lowest part in the Western Hemisphere. It is way below sea level, and there's only one other spot in the United States, which is located in California. So both places are in the same state. It's pretty impressive, and the further we're going to walk over there, we're going to see nothing but salt. Okay, you see layers of salt. I turned around because up here, this is called Dante's Peak. But since our time is limited here, we do not get the opportunity to climb this one. So again, Dante's Peak is right there. And I'm going to zoom in to give you an idea of where, what is it, the sea level, right? That, what is it, Tony? That's the mark of the sea level right there. That's the actual sea level. Yeah, we're way below. I think by like 200 and something feet.
Yeah, it was like 250 feet.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, lowest point.
283 or 253?
All right, well, let's walk over there and check it out. I did notice in this whole park all day, this is the most visited.
Okay.
I've been seeing people more so than at the dunes. Yeah, this is absolutely incredible. We are almost there. We've been walking now for the last 10-15 minutes. It doesn't look as far, but it does take longer than I thought. Initially we thought maybe it's a quarter of a mile walk, but I don't think so. I think it's longer than that. But I just want to show you the view here. The sun is starting to go down pretty quick, so we have to continue and make it all the way into the basin and right back out. So we're a little bit under a time crunch, but it's just spectacular. Totally worth. Yeah, check out Death Valley National Park. There's so much to see, and every side has something different to offer. Today we only saw 3 different sites. Tomorrow we might do 2 more, but then it's time for us to continue on with our journey. So we did it. We are in the lowest elevation in the Western Hemisphere. Yes! It is starting to get dark. but to capture the sunset right here is truly amazing. What a special day. The next morning we packed up to head to Mesquite Dunes before leaving the park completely. It was a beautiful morning and we got a nice farewell with a beautiful rainbow. This is a beautiful farewell from Death Valley, the place that is the hottest on earth, that barely gets any rain. Well, it's drizzling just slightly. And we have this beautiful rainbow right here. That's nice. We really enjoyed this park. It's awesome. We had to pull off to the side because this is just incredible. Out here, it is starting to really warm up since the sun is breaking through, yet you still have a little bit of rain that occasionally comes down. You can smell it. You can totally smell it in the air. We're back at Mesquite Dunes because today it's sunny and we wanted to see how it looks in a different light. So we're not gonna hike all the way in like we did yesterday. We actually covered 9 miles of hiking, so we're a little sore. But I do want to check out this area and just see how it looks. All right. Oh, I love this place. It's amazing. Look at this. It's definitely warmer today. This is a pretty cool place. It is right outside of Mesquite Dunes. And we're just taking a break, grabbing a bite to eat, and enjoying this beautiful view. After lunch, we got back into the RV and continued our journey. Next destination, the Alabama Hills in California. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Till then, bye.